So while I was at the VMFA last year, there were quite a few objects that either I forgot to film or weren't on display, but when looking through their collections, I really wanted to talk about. So let's look at this piece right here. This mummy portrait dates to the late 3rd to 4th centuries BCE. We don't know where this piece was found, which is unfortunately common with these mummy portraits, but it can be easily attributed to any of the major Roman Egyptian cities where these have been found. One of them is in the Fayum oasis, and that is one of the most likely candidates, which is why these mummy portraits are sometimes just called the Fayum portraits or Fayum mummy portraits. These portraits were done on small wooden panels that would have then been placed above the face of the mummy itself, sometimes even kind of woven into the mummy wrappings. So when you do find a mummy that is fully preserved with the portrait, it has these beautiful, intricate patterns with the mummy wrappings. Otherwise, these were taken out, whether by looters from the past or looters from the present, or early archaeologists with big quotation marks when they just wanted to take the portrait and leave the mummy. There are lots of theories that have come out whether or not these Fayum mummy portraits either depict an idealized version of the deceased person, maybe at a certain point of their life, or if they are depicting the person at their time of death. And this differs because we have child ones and we have elderly people, and then we have middle-aged women like this person, and it kind of goes back and forth. There might be some more obvious candidates that are idealized, and then there might be some candidates when they actually have when you have the mummy attached to the portrait, you can then scan the mummy to try to get somewhere of an estimation of what their their age was of their time of death, to then compare to the actual image that is on the mummy portrait. One of my favorite parts about this is her beautiful eyes and the kind of eye makeup that is around her eyes. I think it's such a stunning portrait, and I found that there are a lot of Fayum mummy portraits where kind of the larger the eyes are displayed, so maybe this is a little bit more idealistic than some of the other portraits. She wears a light pink tunic and has this beautiful double necklace with some matching earrings as well. When it comes to a lot of these Fayum mummy portraits, often we have to consult with classicists, with people who are working with the Greco-Roman period, that is not outside of Egypt, because they have studied depictions of women, and especially with hair and jewelry styles, and actually helped pinpoint dates for when those styles were popularized, because often you can find them you can find the empress of that time wearing those hairstyles or wearing those styles of jewelry. Then you can then compare it to what the middle class or even lower classes are doing with their hairstyles.